You're listening to Byte Club, a show about games, movies, and pop culture. G'day everyone, and today on the Byte Club, Adam and I are going to be discussing a great movie, The Room.
Hell yeah.
Adam, tell me, The Room, was it what you were expecting?
Well, look, I went in the film completely blind.
Uh-huh.
I had heard.
So you were a virgin Room
I was.
watcher.
I went in and I hadn't read, credit to the charity organiser, but I hadn't watched
How much did you even see of it beforehand?
None of it. I had
of it.
no idea. I walked in that film. All that I'd heard was from one of our mates saying it's the worst film ever. So I was a little bit.
Let me chime in then. I went to The Room and I'd read the book, The Disaster Artist.
Is there a book? Is there?
There's a book about it. Yes,
shit.
I'm up to date. I follow I think Greg's Facebook page or someone else.
Yeah.
And I've known about them since I believe the Nostalgia Critic in 2010 or something like that did a video on it. But just for the viewers that don't know, The Room is a cult classic film. It got famous. When did it come out? 2007. Shit.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why I was thinking 2007. It came out a few years ago. It is amazing. Basically, it's a vanity project by this bizarre human being. And this guy called Tommy Wiseau is the man. He funded the entire project. He's like the producer, the main actor, the screenwriter, and all these other things. He's just he's a special person. You meet these people in real life, and you just wonder how they survive,
how they work.
Yeah,
how they operate.
But the point is, though, it's this amazing cult classic from a few years ago that came out. That it was just horrible, and it was meant to be like a dark, serious drama about him and love and romance and life and death. Unfortunately, and fortunately for us, is that the guy is just he's unique in the way in his storytelling and just everything that he does in life, on screen, off screen. So you have this beautiful movie which is a complete mess, but at the same time is a masterpiece.
It is. It's so funny.
It's brilliant.
It works well because I thought originally that he just made a very bad film and was trying to cover his tracks, but
it made money. It was a $6 million film, I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
It wasn't cheap. But there's so many good motifs and so many good recurring things. It's just I went in completely blind and I thought to myself, oh boy, this is just going to be some terrible film with, all these people are going to be just circle jerking it over for the next hour.
You're like, what's Jared done?
No, I saw, I was like, what have I done? Why am I in
We went
here?
to a special theater for it that shows it once a month. You go in and first off you get this pamphlet. And first off, Adam goes, there are way too many hipsters here.
Yeah.
And he looked around at all these beautiful women and all these beautiful young happy people.
Drinking their soy latte. He's sickened me.
He saw all these beautiful young happy people and he just said, I don't want to be near them.
I'm like, you're all
I don't want to be near them. And though I said, no, just trust me, this movie is going to be something different. And it's the first time I'd actually ever seen the movie at Cinema Nova.
Oh, had you seen it previously?
I haven't seen the movie. I'd seen the majority of the movie. And then I'd seen about 4 different people review it.
I've seen the reviews. Alright.
Yeah, and the thing is, it was the first time also I'd seen it at Cinema Nova. So even though I knew that when they do special showings of this, that there's a lot of things there's a lot of lines that you're meant to yell out and spoons that you're meant to throw at the screen. And there's a lot of different things, and these are hosted everywhere in the world, and it's quite incredible to be sitting in the cinema. This was probably the most unique movie-going experience I've ever had.
It is, yeah.
This was not watching a movie. This was something else.
It actually felt like you were part of it. It felt you were actually obviously when you sit in a movie, you sit and you might fucking be like, oh, go to your mate, oh, that's a really cool scene or whatever you might watch film. But the whole time, you're saying something and people are talking or you're throwing spoons or you know what I mean?
So many spoons.
Yeah, so a lot of spoons. You're constantly involved. You know what I mean? You feel like you're part of the actual film, and it's good. It's one of those films there are a few people I will say who do take it a bit too far, who just constantly yell stuff out. But that's part of the thing,
accompanied with the fact that they are huge fans. That was evident, and probably the fact that they had drunk a lot. That was also evident when I walked past one of them and they were just telling me how they're going to take a piss, and I said, that's good for you.
That's good, buddy.
You should just fuck off because you're kind of annoying.
You're kind of ruining it for everyone, you dickhead.
It's also the only time I've ever been to the cinema and seen someone throw up because of how drunk they are. That was brilliant too. He almost threw up over someone in front of us.
Oh no, he just made it down the door. I tell you what, he was it was a 50-50 shot for him when he was walking up.
Oh,
Like,
he was close.
I saw it coming out of his, he had his hand over his mouth, mate. It wasn't looking good. He ruined an entire stairway for people because no one could exit out of there because it smelled like vomit. But
you know what? Someone was saying, they were like, how the hell did he throw up on the wall? Like,
He
he
did,
was on
yeah.
you know, I know exactly how he did
Oh.
it. So when he was walking upstairs, he was stumbling side to side.
Yeah.
I thought about it, he's so drunk, he couldn't hold himself up.
yeah, so
He was using the hand railing to hold himself up, so that's why he was leaning against the wall.
Okay.
But yes, watching the movie itself with friends is different to going to a cinema and watching it too, by the way. So this is like two completely different experiences. So if you're watching it with your friends, you're still going to be yelling the stuff out and do all these other things, but you're going to be watching the movie. If you're watching it at the cinema in one of these special events, you're not really watching the movie as much as playing along with the movie, with the audience, because I would say a good 90% of that movie I could not hear shit.
Exactly. Dude, I got no idea what the hell happened. Like, I can obviously, you can obviously.
It's okay, no one does.
I wouldn't even know if any of the voice actors came up to me. They were like, if they were like, one of those tests where like, alright, we'll play the voice and can you guess what character it is? I would be completely fucked because I'd have no idea what any of the fuck. But dude, like, it's one of those things. It's one of those things too, which you.
Not even Danny.
No, yeah, the main guy.
No, not Johnny. Danny.
Danny, I could.
Do you remember who Danny is?
Is he the small kid who fucking
Yes.
And
Danny, why are you doing drugs? I'm just doing drugs, okay? You're not my mom. What drugs are you doing, Danny? What are the drugs, Danny? Tell us what the drugs are, Danny. What's it matter? Tell us what the drugs are, Danny.
We'll protect you.
I got way too excited.
But it's one of those shows that you were saying too, Joe. Like
Chris,
you need to watch it with people. Like if you sat and watched that film by yourself, you just wouldn't enjoy it as much. If you watched it,
if you joined in with the audience, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, as long as you're at the cinema with people, if you sat and watched that by yourself, you'd be like, "This is just shit." Like,
no way, it's still good.
But it's better, I think. I should say rather.
I get what you mean. Like I watch a lot. These days, I honestly watch more bad movies on purpose than watching good movies. Just because I've brought up this point before. It's harder to when someone says this is a good movie and it's a new movie. It's harder to go. Then you go watch that and you go, "Oh, it's not really a good movie by my terms, right?"
Yeah.
That happens a lot. But when someone says this movie is so bad, it's good. That you're almost, I don't know, it's like the success rate from someone saying that and then you go and watch it and you agreeing with it is a lot higher. So I've been watching a lot more bad movies, but you were totally right. At bad movies, I enjoy having you guys over to watch shit movies because it's enjoyable, it's funny, we can do a drinking game.
Yeah.
But when we go, we're gonna watch this movie and everyone's like, let's go cinema, and I go cinema and seriously for like the whole fucking hour, I'm just like, this is fucking shit. This is fucking shit. It's just
more subjective, I guess.
Bad movies, you can enjoy watching them because you can yell out stupid shit
it's
or say
environment,
lines.
Man.
Yeah, it's so much. I don't know. I've given up on movies. I've gone to TV shows and bad movies.
Bad movies.
Bring out more bad movies.
Jared likes
but
bad
not on
movies.
purpose. They have to be genuine. Yeah. That's the problem.
But see, when they made The Room, now do you think he made that intentionally to be bad, or do you think he intentionally made? Yeah, so that's
100%. He made it genuine.
It was genuinely to be like a good film. So like that's the thing. Like,
he thought it was a masterpiece.
He thought it was I'll tell you what. Well, good thing. I gotta give him credit in the sense that like he's actually hopped on the joke. You know what I mean? Like, because he could have.
Sort of.
He sort of. You reckon? He sort of.
I honestly question it sometimes. I don't know. I feel like he did have to accept it, but from all the videos I've seen of him, I feel like to begin with he really didn't accept it, and even now he's still like, no, it's a masterpiece.
It's a
masterpiece. And really, it's great if the one thing you guys could do apart from sitting down together, watching it, it's like just one thing not to do is not to hurt each other. Because if the whole world could love each other, the world would be a better place.
Mate, that is the word.
But I feel like he's going again. He's like, he almost like believes that he's actually good still. I don't know. It's really questionable.
Look, I know. Yeah. Look, I guess it'd be hard because, as you were saying, dude, when you invest so much money into that. And for people to just like see it as a joke film, I can understand on his point where you'd be like,
but himself. You don't know as much, but he's a bit of a delusional. Like it's a different reality that he walks in completely.
So he's like, all these people are watching it because it's really good, and
even that one about the spoons, that video, it's done after when it's all famous and everything, and it's Greg and Tommy, and they're saying, hey, what was it with the spoons in the frames? And Tommy just rambles for like 2 minutes about the spoons being like, or what were you born with? A silver spoon, or in your mouth, or something. And it's like, yes, and wooden spoons and plastic spoons or something. And by the way, what I'm saying, it makes a lot more sense of what the hell he said, because he just rambles about spoons. Quite literally just rambles about spoons having some sort of deep meaning, and that's the meaning for the film.
See, that's
well,
wanky,
yeah, but that's the thing. This is after he knows it's a joke, but he's still trying to say like, this had like really good meaning. Well, in the actual truth is that someone was watching the scene and said, this looks like a porno scene, or there's like nothing in the scene. It doesn't look like a real house. And he said, well, go down to the $2 shop and get me some spoon. Not spoon. So he just had to like make it look like it. So they gave someone like $50. They go down to $2 store and they bought a few frames.
Are you serious?
And it has the stock photos of spoons. So that's it. And that's the weird thing though, because he takes it still serious. No, he still takes it seriously. And that's the thing. Like I honestly don't know, and it's sort of a good thing that I don't know if he's on board with the joke, because there's that movie coming out.
Well, he's making a new one, isn't he?
Well, no, he's in a new movie with it's called Best Friends with Greg. Wouldn't it be great to get Greg on? That'd be awesome.
That'd be so sick.
That'd be sick. We should totally see if we can do that. But yeah, he's making a new movie with Greg, so that's gonna be really interesting. And then this year is just the year of Tommy Wiseau, from what I can see. I think this is gonna probably be like the peak year. So that movie's coming out. And then, damn it, what's his name? Famous actor dude, Pineapple Express.
James Franco.
Yeah, that guy. Is he even in Pineapple?
James Franco?
No, James Franco, Seth Rogen's in it. James Franco loves it, I think.
He?
So
yeah.
he's doing a movie about the movie.
About the room?
It's a movie, like, about them filming the room.
Is that right, is
yes.
it? Yeah.
But, you know what I mean, like... It's not a documentary. It's him as
like
Tommy Wiseau. Yeah, filming the room.
So Tommy Wiseau's not actually in this one.
Tommy Wiseau is in the film.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
When does it come out? Is it? So...
I think it's coming out this year. Definitely. They've like completely finished with it, so that's gonna be really exciting to see what the hell happens there.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw all these other things where people have tried to do documentaries and real documentaries about the room and Tommy Wiseau, and then they were saying that their thing. It went through two things, and then suddenly it was like Tommy Wiseau tried to shut them down and all this stuff.
Is that right?
He's just a very
weird person, isn't he?
Well, he's a unique character.
Well, you get. I find that like it's either one way or the other. You can't be like, oh, we're taking the piss, blah blah blah, and then.
But he's not on board with taking.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Good. Like you can tell some of the even all the other actors and other stuff, they're taking the piss.
They're not
now
serious.
They know.
Yeah.
But he honestly, I feel like he's just in a different plane with the way he walks. And we have a friend or an acquaintance, I'll say, for me, that I'm just like, this guy is just in a different. He's in a different reality. Like he's walking through here. He's walking. He's talking, but nothing in his reality. It's something's different.
Isn't it? Yeah. You get it with people. Some people who just like
But they're so bizarre.
It is. Well, like especially because that film has essentially like made him. You know what I mean? Like the joke of the film.
Well, he already had the money, so it's not like he needed.
Oh, but in cinema wise, like if that that's the only film people ever know him. But
well, that's the only film I think he's in.
Because if you bumped it on the street, and he hadn't made that film, you didn't even know him.
I just realized how big I've been a fan of his shit for like years. I just realized because even when Machinima had that terrible Tommy Wiseau doing video games, I watched that, and that was terrible. That was
just the worst.
That was like they had an idea and they didn't pull it off.
It just went to shit.
It was just complete shit, because you could just tell the thing was Tommy wasn't trying.
Wasn't he just sort of?
I can show you afterwards.
Yeah.
So you know what? We're gonna pause it and we'll come back. So we just experienced the Tommy Wiseau show.
Oh boy.
And just remembered why it's so bad. It's not just Tommy Wiseau. It's just the whole show was built to fail. Basically, Tommy doesn't know video games at all. And again, we'll talk about Conan O'Brien in a second. But yeah, Tommy doesn't know video games at all. But he's not interested.
No,
and that's the thing.
Doesn't care. And
yeah,
he's got no idea, and he's just playing against.
Like the very first episode, you could see he was all hyped and stuff, and that's good. But still, as soon as he gets into the actual content, it's the most boring fucking thing ever. And maybe it would have been better if someone else was playing it and then he was commentating. But still, when you get. You take someone and you go, oh, Tommy Wiseau is great, yeah, but he's not into it, so he's just gonna be sitting there going, yeah, alright,
yeah, he's like,
do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's all.
And you've got that for like 6 minutes, and then like really shitty jokes from like the host, and it's just.
Did they make a lot of those?
I think it went for one season.
Yeah, I can understand why, because it would have just crashed and burned.
It was just like they almost had a good idea. They didn't. They didn't.
It was the wrong person to center around. If you're going to center around, I think, well, funnily enough, the way Conan O'Brien does something very similar, where he'll play like video games.
Does he play it, or someone else plays
no,
it?
No,
too
he'll play it, but he plays like with other people who know it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's what you need. Like, it's okay to have someone who doesn't know.
And he's very animated from those ones I've seen.
And he's very animated, but like, and he plays with people who know. The problem is Tommy's just got no idea. So there's literally levels in that he's just like staring at the ground for like 20 seconds, or like just running like completely aimlessly. It's not funny aimlessly. It's just like I've got no idea what I'm doing.
The worst bit with that one is that that they've probably been recording for like a fair. That's
know.
Not like the video's only 6 minutes long, but they've probably got like over an hour's worth of recording.
That's right. That's the best footage they got in an hour.
That's the best footage they got, was him just staring at the ground, going, "Yeah, okay,
good,
yeah,
good, yeah." Like,
and you're just like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, they're probably like, "What have we done? Why did we do this?
Yeah,
this was not a good idea."
But it's a very unique character. He's coming out a lot bigger this year. I feel like this year's the year of Tommy Wiseau.
Well, this will be his comeback, because he hasn't done anything for.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he's. I think. How do you know that?
I looked it up.
Was it that TV show that they were talking about a while ago that never came to fruition or whatever?
The live stat checking during the show. You don't get this other podcast.
You don't get this anyway, man.
So what is it?
Most professional. Don't worry about Tommy Wiseau. It's alright, but he's got the main things that are coming out this year. This year is the year of Tommy Wiseau. I'd strongly suggest going to the cinema and watching it with some friends. Getting rather drunk beforehand. And probably don't buy any shifty kebabs.
No, well, that was
because then you get food poisoning for the next 2 days.
Yeah,
I know that experience.
We're not going to name places on Lygon Street, but no, we're not going to name places or personal addresses. But no, it was a shame because we had such a good night. I will say though,
but I did not have a good next 2 days.
No, it was one good day followed by many days of pain and suffering. Right?
Yeah.
But I will say, I think we said this too, Jared, when we walked out. I think we needed to be.
Needed to be drunk.
Yeah, we needed to be a bit more drunk. I think.
No, we actually needed to be.
Don't be smashed like that guy vomiting.
Yeah.
Because that's not the way to do it.
But just a little bit before that. Walk the line, don't cross the line.
That's right.
So I've been playing a bit of I've been doing some
Johnny
bowling.
Cash,
so
have you? Fucking walk the line, walk. But no, I think that's what you got to do. Like, because I think we enjoyed. Don't get me wrong, but I felt we were just too sober.
Yeah, we were.
And we didn't. We got behind the jokes in, but I think if we'd all been drinking in that, it would have been a lot easier to sort of get with the jokes.
Yeah, and like honestly, read the pamphlets beforehand and go in and watch it. Again, if you're wanting to like listen to the movie and stuff, do it at home with your friends. Again, still get really smashed. Yeah. Maybe even have some spoons with yourself and your friends and do it.
Yeah, but you're not going to be when you go to the cinema. You're just not going to be able to hear it. So if you want to sit and actually listen to it properly, watch it at home, as Jared said, or watch it on YouTube or whatever. But when you get to cinema, I reckon I heard maybe 3 lines of dialogue for an hour and a half.
But it was incredible.
It was when he said, if everybody was just nice to each other, the world would be such a better place. Like, what else do you want? What else do you people want? That's like.
That was the very start. That was just an introduction bit, wasn't it?
No, because remember he's sitting down with, I think it's Danny. Remember Danny, because Danny's asking him advice on the roof, and he goes, Danny, if everybody in the world would just be nice to each other, the world would be such a better place. And everyone's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, true words have not been spoken.
Look, it's amazing. That is just, but yeah, you just will not hear dollar, but it's a great thing, I went in completely blind.
This guy, I'll tell you how much this guy went in. Like, he actually went in with a negative attitude, which is fine. Yeah. But Adam actually was like, beforehand, he was messaging me like, man, this movie doesn't look that good. And he was like, this movie's kind of old. Why are we going to this old? I was like, Adam, it's gonna be amazing. And he's like, I don't know, it looks kind of stupid. And my honest thing was like, Adam's not gonna enjoy this. He's gonna go in there, see all these people super hyped and be like, this is fucking shit. But what happened was, within like a few minutes of the screen opening, all these people assholes were just yelling.
It was like me, a bunch of me's, and it was fantastic.
And then I was sitting pretty far away from Adam, and he's like, Jared. So I pop my head out, like, I go out forwards and look to my right, and there's his face lit up, and he's like, this is fucking amazing.
It is, it was a very good surprise, because I was worried. I'm like, this is looks a bit shit, blah blah. I don't know. I just want to piss my money away on something crap. When I saw everybody yelling out and being dickheads, I'm like, I'm a dickhead. I fit in perfectly with all these people.
I'm a dickhead too. Pick me.
I'm with my people. I've never been more at home in my life. But no, it was really honestly, it was such a good surprise. Like I always like to try new things. You know what I mean? Like I'm always willing to give everything a go. But definitely before I went into that, I was a bit very worried. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? But I'm fucking completely surprised I'd see it again in a half.
I would. No, I mean, it's only a few days until it's shown again. We could.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's shown on the first Saturday of every month.
Wouldn't it be next week? Be the week after.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm down for it again, man. 100%.
I know, right? I'm really tempted. We could get really smashed beforehand, eat some kebabs, and go in and
Hell
watch a
yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
And we could be the ones throwing up.
That's right. We can ruin everyone's night, all right? You know what I mean? So that way, when Jared's sick, he's not just ruining his life. Like,
Everyone else
has to suffer through
But
it.
I believe that's probably a summary of The Room.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
pretty well.
So that's a bit of a little talk about The Room. Tommy Wiseau. So yeah, if you've seen The Room, definitely go watch it as an experience. So you already like it. If you're not too sure about the movie itself, but you just want a different experience, go see the movie with other people because it's pretty cool. If you like it all, definitely read the book and check out for the stuff coming out later this year. But yeah, I think that's a nice little wrap up to The Room. Anyway,
thank you very much, guys.
Thanks everyone. And just remember, everyone, you could just all treat each other nicely and everything. The world would be a better place.
Remember to smash that motherfucking like button.
Oh jeez, no, get away.